Hi, this is Arti from BuildSoft. In this video, I want to show you how to import Diamond's model into Revit using BIM Expert. Now, BIM Expert is a structural BIM interoperability tool. It has solid BIM links with the major players in the structural analysis and modeling market, facilitating a smooth BIM workflow throughout all your favorite software. Now, you can import models in BIM Expert from different suppliers like Technostructures or SAP 2000, but today we are using Diamonds. So let me move over to Diamonds. Here is the model that we are going to import in Revit. Now, it consists of a lot of concrete elements like the floors and also some masonry elements for the walls. And then we have some steel columns and steel beams incorporated in this model. The model has also some loads added, and let's start the conversion to Revit. Now, BIM Expert is installed as a service on the computer and is always on the listen for incoming BIM calls. So when I click File, Export to BIM Expert will awaken. It will immediately pop up and take over the BIM call. Now here's the model in BIM Expert. Now the next thing we need to do is export it. So choosing the destination software, and we can export it to several software packages. Today I'm choosing Revit. Now mark that when you want to do the conversion towards Revit, Revit must be open and you should have an empty project or an empty template open and ready for receiving models. And I've started here from a Revit template, which is what we do recommend. You can create your own templates, having all your favorite views and most used materials already stored and predefined. So here in BIM Expert, I'm choosing Revit. And now the story continues in Revit. We need to match the BIM Expert materials and cross-sections with Revit materials and cross-sections. Now, there is already some mapping done automatically by BIM Expert because BIM Expert comes with built-in mapping libraries. But so the concrete and the steel materials are automatically mapped already with the correct materials that are found in this Revit document. Now for the sand limestone, I'm going to choose a material from the document, and it's a masonry material, of course. I do see that we have some brick, sand lime, which is a perfect match. And I hit OK, and we can and we hit continue. Next are the bar sections, the members that we need to map. Now, if the continue button is enabled, like in my case, then you can simply click it and proceed to the next step. It means that all the cross sections that are mentioned here, such as a hollow rectangle, solid rectangle, eye profile, and so on, even round sections, L profiles, and so on. These are recognized by BIM Expert and they will be translated, they will be converted into a Revit family. BIM Expert will take care of this. Sometimes, however, mapping is required because you're working with custom sections or you really want to map with an existing library. In those cases, you can select, for example, the library. And clicking the three dots, we must locate the library. So File Explorer will open, and you need to select the correct library on your computer. Now, usually the built-in Revit libraries are stored in the program data, Autodesk, Revit, the latest version, and then libraries. So in this case, we could choose, for example, English, Euro, structural framing, steel, Europe specific, and let's have a look. HA. So when the library pops up, BIM Expert has already selected the most suited profile to match with the incoming profile, so which is the correct one, and I select it with OK. And now for other cross sections, we can simply also select library, and we can open the existing library. And if you have loaded already multiple, you will see that there are multiple libraries shown here. And the library pops up again, and BIM Expert tries to select the best suited cross-section or family symbol to call it in Revit terms. Okay, and then we continue. So you could match all the cross sections mentioned over here if you choose to do so, but in my case it was totally not necessary. It was just to show you how it works. So it is the mapping here was completely optional. I hit continue. The next step is to map or to match all the plate elements, the plate sections. Now, usually all plate sections will be newly created in Revit, so create new is mentioned everywhere. It's okay, I hit continue. And now Revit needs a little bit of time to build up the complete model. The model has left BIM Expert and is now in Revit. Now we are looking at the physical real-life model. BIM Expert has also created an analytical model, this, and has converted all the loads and all the load cases and even the load combinations if you should have defined them. Now the conversion is done and you are ready to start editing the model in Diamonds. Enjoy!